Plan of Action, the Future of Earth. This presentation is in 5 parts that explain why the human race should live in an ecological footprint of 0. Part 1. The Sun-Earth Alliance. 4 billion years ago, the Sun and the Earth made a partnership. The Sun provided the energy, and the Earth made the most efficient use of it. It took a long while before this partnership was perfected. In the end, it developed into the most beautiful planet in the universe as a result of the Sun's energy rhythmically cascading through plants, insects, mammals, and microorganisms. This partnership was called the Sun-Earth Alliance. Along came humans. At first, they were comfortable living the way they were meant to be, by participating in the natural communities that use the sun's energy efficiently for the past 1,000,000 or 2 years. Early humans were like the white-tailed deer in the forests of the West that left no ecological footprint upon the earth whatsoever. Lately, the humans diverged. They started to use energy to create that which was not of the Sun-Earth Alliance. Humans created large farms in which they forced the segregation of plant species and promoted only those that benefited themselves. Humans created towns and cities that segregated themselves off from nature. They created roads and pipelines to feed the towns and cities, as well as inadequate systems to dispose of their large quantities of waste. Instead of participating in the rhythmic cascade of the sun's energy, they adopted the concept of hoarding energy to create that which will fulfill their every want and need. Humans converted Earth and its living, including themselves, into commodities to be acquired and traded, all in the name of profit. Humans delved into the secrets of life and, like amateurs, ended up making unnatural chemicals and organisms that didn't fit the natural rhythmic cascading of the sun's energy and contaminated the globe. All the above would not be possible without a large boost from the fossil fuel energy phenomenon. As a result, the Sun-Earth Alliance is in danger. And so, the human ecological footprint has multiplied to the point it cannot be supported by nature. Do you know where this is leading the Earth? Plan of Action, the Future of Earth, Part 2, The Bloom. The beginning of a tragedy. 4 billion years ago or so, life started as single-celled organisms, which evolved into multi-celled organisms. And when these multi-celled organisms started to form complex societies, disaster happened. Human societies consider themselves to be the owners of the earth. They consider everything in it or on it to be for them to take and use without obligation. As a result, the planet Earth is in peril and will soon be a vast wasteland. The world's jungles are being taken away from its original inhabitants by men in funny hats who designate nice big straight trees to be cut down one by one, willy-nilly. And the natives are also trained to cut down their own trees and stack them. The trees are then processed and transported across the continents. And the rest of the forest is burned night and day. Until nothing is left except wide expanses of barren land with nothing to show but death and destruction. The land is then bulldozed flat to make room for large plantations. Just so that the landowners can hunt the wild animals, and this is called progress. Algae in a pond explodes in numbers when an algae bloom occurs, then crashes, leaving the pond lifeless for long periods of time. The human population is acting in a similar manner, and this human bloom will result in a catastrophic event here on Earth. As a result, and based on several studies, the Earth's human population is about to crash in the next 20 to 30 years. It will undergo a chaotic reduction and upheaval where law and order will not exist, but looting and pillage will be the order of the day. In 20 to 30 years from today, ecological resources will be depleted. Much of the Earth's diverse biota is being cleared and replaced by monocultural plantations to serve the needs and wants of only humans, ignoring the fact that humans also need Earth's rich flora and fauna to survive. In 20 to 30 years from today, there will be mass extinctions. From Paris and the Reuters news agency, it is reported that 1 million animal and plant species are at imminent risk of extinction due to humankind's relentless pursuit of economic growth, scientists said on Monday, April 6, 2019, in a landmark UN report on a devastating impact of modern civilization on the natural world. In 20 to 30 years from today, there will be water shortages. Already, Egypt is considering going to war with Ethiopia over Ethiopia's plans to build a dam on the White Nile. In Fresno, California, they are drilling deeper and deeper water wells because the water table has gone down from overuse in agriculture. In 20 to 30 years from today, there will be mineral shortages. Minerals such as silver, lead, zinc, copper, tin, nickel, iron, and aluminum. It is true, they are finding new sources of these minerals, but that means more digging and digging deeper at a higher cost to the consumer and deeper gouges to the earth. In 20 to 30 years from today, there will be extreme pollution. There will be air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution, and radioactive pollution. All will dramatically increase, causing tens of millions of deaths each year. In 20 to 30 years from today, poor health will be rampant. As pollution levels increase, so will the following current death rates. In India, over 2 million people will die. In China, over 1 million people will die. In Pakistan, over 300,000 people will die. In Bangladesh, over 260,000 people will die. In Nigeria, over 250,000 people will die. In Indonesia, 200,000 people will die. In Russia, 100,000 people will die or more. In the United States, 155,000 people will die. In Ethiopia, 129,000 people will die. In 20 to 30 years from today, there will be extreme climate change. Temperatures will rise, north and south ice caps will melt, oceans will rise, flooding current coastal lands, mountain ice caps will disappear, and the lands that need their waters will die. Deserts will become hotter and devoid of many of its current species. In 20 to 30 years from today, the Earth's human population will crash from approximately 10 to 2 billion people, causing unprecedented economic and social upheaval and an unknown future. What is driving humans to destroy the planet Earth? Plan of Action, the Future of Earth. Part 3, The Evidence. How did we arrive at this point where the human population has exploded? What caused the explosion in the human population? Some say it is the first appearance of the printing press. It is the view of this presentation that the appearance of capitalism and the discovery of fossil fuels is what caused the explosion in the human population number. The reason for the human explosion in numbers is that fossil fuel energy is used to fuel capitalism, which sucks up earthly resources to meet human needs and desires, and we will call this the human industrial complex. How is the human industrial complex affecting human livelihoods? Plan of Action, the Future of Earth. Part 4, The Comparison. Should we treat Mother Earth any differently? The answer is yes. We should restore Mother Earth to the way she was 10,000 years ago, then live a more responsible life. How do we change our treatment of Mother Earth? It might help to compare two different treatments of Mother Earth along a set of matrices that describe the treatment effect on the people themselves and on the environment. The two main treatments are A. Modern human, B. The Ituri forest people. Treatment A. Modern humans live on 57 million square miles of land on Earth, in varying degrees of density depending on the aridity of the land and the presence of industry. The population of modern humans is currently 7.4 billion people. Modern humans either live in farms or in small to large cities. Modern humans have been on Earth for about 150 years. Treatment B is that of the Ituri forest people. I chose the Ituri forest people because they represent a treatment of Earth that is very original. The Bambuti people live in the Ituri forest, a tropical rainforest covering approximately 24,000 square miles in the northeast section of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, in Africa. Bambuti are pygmy hunter-gatherers and are one of the oldest indigenous people of the Congo region. They are composed of bands ranging from 15 to 60 people, with a population hovering around 30,000 to 40,000. It is not known how long the pygmy people, have been living in the Ituri forest, but there have been reports of their existence since the pharaohs of Egypt, approximately 4,000 years ago. Comparison of modern humans to Bambuti earth treatments. Modern humans have a man-made lifestyle, while the Bambuti people have adapted the Sun-Earth Alliance lifestyle. Modern humans have been in existence for about 150 years, while the Bambuti people have been in existence at least for 4,000 years. Energy efficiency of the modern humans is 5%, while it is 20% for Bambuti people. Density. Modern humans have a density of 129 people per square mile, while the Bambuti people are only 1 person per square mile. Communicable diseases. Modern humans have to deal with 80 different communicable diseases because they are so densely packed, while the Bambuti people are rarely affected by communicable diseases. Work, hours per day per person. Modern humans is 8, while Bambuti people only work 2 hours a day per person. Toxic waste production. Modern humans produce 100 pounds of toxic waste per person per year, while the Bambuti people produce 0 toxic waste per year per person. Ecological grade is given F for modern humans because they abuse their environment so much, while the Bambuti people get an A because they do not affect their environment 1 iota. It's obvious the Sun-Earth Alliance lifestyle and its associated metrics point to a much better life. What will it take for humans to achieve, once again, the Sun-Earth Alliance lifestyle? Plan of action. The Future of Earth, Part 5, Altruism. What is it we have to do to restore Mother Earth to the way it once was?
This is a really exciting moment for me. Here is Wunda, and she nearly died, but thanks to Rebecca, she came back from the dead almost.
We should have the attitude that we don't own what is in or on the earth. We should treat the earth and its biota with respect. We should be kinder and gentler to it than we have been. The timeline for humanity to save the earth. We must achieve the Sun-Earth Alliance lifestyle in 20 to 30 years or less, according to most studies. How do we get to the Sun-Earth Alliance lifestyle in 20 to 30 years? The answer is through altruism. The transition will not be easy and requires giving from ourselves to benefit the future of others, including our children. The noble cause of altruism is supported by all religions, the scientific evidence, and generally in all cultures. We can be altruistic by gradually stopping the use of fossil fuels globally. We can reduce the use of fossil fuels by 7% each year by using a carbon tax. How do we be altruistic? Globally stop having babies for a while. Tax the birth of each baby by 1 year's salary from the father until we reach a population of 10 million. How to be altruistic. Disperse globally to a 1 individual per square mile on average. Live in communities of 15 to 60 individuals and live in a natural lifestyle. How to be altruistic. Globally protect at all costs the indigenous tribes and their habitats that exist today. Learn from these indigenous tribes how to live in a natural lifestyle. Join the Survival International Organization at www.survivalinternational.org. Becoming altruists by adapting the Sun-Earth Alliance lifestyle, reduction in the use of fossil fuels by 7% per year, stop having babies for a while, and protecting the existing indigenous tribes, we will achieve a gradual restoration of the planet Earth. Once we have reached a global population size of 10 million people, and living a natural lifestyle, We should follow the upcoming 5 rules to maintain this lifestyle. How do we keep to a natural lifestyle? Number 1, we should have a new attitude. Humans are no greater or less important than any other species in the circular chain of life on Earth. Humans are not at the top of the food chain. Humans are not smarter than any other species on the planet. We should pay respect to the Earth and its biota constantly. 2. Consume only from our local environment. Do not use agriculture. Do not import or export resources. Number 3. Live on 2,000 calories per day. We should not use fossil fuels. We should not use hydroelectric power. We should not use nuclear power. Number 4. All tools are to come from your local environment. Do not import or export tools. Make your own tools from local materials. Number 5. Keep dispersed to 1 individual per square mile on average. Who among you would adapt the Greta Thunberg cause and become an altruist in the true meaning of the word? Current climate change efforts are just the beginning. Volunteers are needed to spread the word to save the earth worldwide. Number 1. Register to vote and encourage others to vote by going online at www.vote-now.club. Number 2. Vote to elect environmentally conscious candidates. 3. Vote for projects that protect the environment. 4. Join community organizations and spread the word. 5. Join www.earth-society.website to help them spread the word.